Hey guys, how you going? Locky McCaffrey here from the Brumbies. Just a bit of an idea from the Brumbies organisation to catch up with some of the guys, try and connect with our faithful supporters out there in Canberra and the surrounding areas. You know, we really hope everyone's okay at the moment. It's a shame we all can't catch up, but I'm sure there'll be time for that. Just make sure you look after your loved ones, stay healthy, stay safe. And there'll be a lot of good times at GIO Stadium coming up. Today, the segment's called Locky's Lockdown. I want you to get to Brumbies socials and get back to us about who you want to talk to, what you want to know about some of the boys. And we're starting today off with our very own James Slippy. So I'm just going to connect him here. Give me 1 sec there. I'm not sure what Slippy's doing. He shouldn't be too busy over in his penthouse apartment in Kingston, but we'll just give him a sec to join. Slippy.
Hey, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, good to chat, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I've just been doing some uni work and isolating.
Oh, good man, mate. What? While we're on the topic, bit of uni work, mate, or there's a bit of sparkling water and a nice bit of artwork behind you, mate. Where's that from?
It's actually a bit of local work, mate, down here in Kingston. So, mate, we're quite cultured down here on the inner south.
Yeah, nice, mate. What level are you on down there at Kingston?
Mate, level 4, mate.
Level 4. And do you have water views?
Yeah, I do actually. Do you want to have a look?
Oh, I'd love to. Show the fans, mate, what they want. Bit of protein there, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Beautiful. Beautiful part of the world, mate. Thanks for joining us, mate. I know you're hard to get socially around Canberra at times, but good to have a little chat, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm actually enjoying this isolation. It's been good. No one's bugging me, so yeah, it's been a while since I've seen any of the lads.
Yeah, mate, I can imagine. What's keeping you busy, mate? Can you share a few stories about the last kind of 2 weeks in isolation, just so the fans can compare what they're doing, mate?
Mate, it's been different, especially for footy players. For me, I've been just trying to keep busy with a bit of study. I'm trying to stay active as well. Training in the mornings most mornings, get in the gym whenever I can. I got to run up Mount Ainslie with you the other day and absolutely dusted you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd call that a run, Slip, but you got there.
Yeah, it was more of a jog/walk. But yeah, we got there, mate. But mate, it's been hard actually. I've kind of struggled. As much as I'm an introvert, I've struggled not getting out and around Canberra. So it's been different for me. But, mate, at the end of the day, we've got to do what we have to do.
Yeah, no, spot on, mate. And Slippy, most people, rugby fans out there, know you're obviously originated from Brizzy, won a super title with the Reds. You've captained the Wallabies, mate. You've had a last decade of Australian rugby's been great for you, mate. But can you cap up your background and your story in a minute or two for the fans, mate?
In rugby?
Yeah, in rugby, mate, to start with.
Yeah, mate. It was a sport I joined when I was a young kid. I just wanted to make new friends at a new school, and I joined the rugby team. And mate, I've played it ever since. I've really enjoyed the game and what that brings. Going through school and stuff, I never really saw myself as a professional player or wanted to be one. But I guess I was lucky where I made some rep teams and kind of forged my way through the pathways up in Queensland. So it all kind of came easy to me at that young age. But looking back now, is probably the best thing I ever did was keep enjoying the game and I guess working hard and then moving in through the professional ranks was, as he touched on, won a Super Rugby title and I played for the Wallabies. So it's been, it's been a remarkable ride. It's never been all easy sailing, but I really do enjoy the game, and the people that are involved in the game are, what drives me to play well.
Well said, mate. We're very fortunate to have you down here in Canberra, mate, and hopefully whenever
Mate,
your career finishes up, mate, we can get you to stay in Canberra. You know, I know it's only autumn, but that vest looks very nice on you, mate. You suit it.
Mate, you're only liking me being at the Brumbies because I'm older than you, and you're not the only old guy. But
and you're
mate, I have struggled with the weather.
Yeah, no, you I've seen you wearing beanies in summer, mate, down here. So it's not as humid as the Goldie, mate, but I'm glad you're enjoying it down here. Oh, you got there we go. Get it on.
Mate, it's ready to go. I've got my whole kit here ready to go, mate.
It's only, 20 degrees today?
Yeah, well, look at you in a singlet.
I'm Canberra staying here, mate, for good now. And, mate, apart from footy, what are your interests and hobbies outside, mate? I know you love getting back on your jet ski up on the Goldie, and you're not a bad surfer, mate. Is there, apart from that, mate, you mentioned before doing a bit of uni work, obviously, another 5 or 6 years, mate, and going to property developing, just managing that portfolio you've got up on the Goldie, mate. What are some of the hobbies you've got outside of footy, mate?
That's a good question. Uni's been a part of my football journey for a long time. Obviously, after school, I went straight into uni at QT, and I was studying engineering, actually, believe it or not. But it happened to be, I made Wallabies quite early, so it made it very hard to kind of continue my uni. But it's something I've kind of dove back into in the last couple of years to kind of pick that up, and it's something important because obviously we can't play forever, right? So, it's important to do some sort of activity outside of rugby. As you said, I like the Goldie and the beaches and stuff, but down here in Canberra, I've got to settle with the lake, which is still good, mate. As long as I can get in the water, it's always nice. But outside of rugby, surfing, fishing, I just love that sort of outdoor kind of activity where you can just get away from the phone and kind of disconnect from the world a bit. Yeah,
nice, mate. Outdoors, man. And mate, mental health's a big thing in in our society at the moment, especially with young males. Is getting outdoors, is it a way for you to get away from the stresses of representing your country and uni work, etc.? Does it, how does it help with your mental health, etc.?
I just find it's a good escape. You get away, and you might go with a mate or two, or your old man, or whoever it is. I can speak personally. Like, I really enjoy that part of life: getting out early, waking up early, getting down to the beach, or whatever it is, fishing, or as long as you're doing something and not kind of sitting at home and stewing about it. It's hard to do it in these times with the isolation, but for me, it works really well for me, and just my mental well-being is just getting out and being involved in what's around you. So mate, it's a big part of my life, the sort of outdoors area.
No, good, mate, good man. We know you're very balanced, Slippy. And mate, what you've been around more than most of us, mate. I know most of the boys at Brumbies look up to you, and I know a lot of boys in Australian rugby, such as a few mates like Rob Simmons and Hoops, and guys from other clubs, and even guys from who are playing over in the UK, have played with you too, mate. What are do you have one or two, mate, favourite memories or some stories, a bit of gossip, mate, you can give me? Give the fans anything?
Well, mate, as you said, I've played for a while, so I've got quite a few stories up the sleeve. But I think, probably the start of my career was just such a whirlwind, and probably the biggest, the most fond memory I had was playing for the Queensland team. When we were very successful, and just the sort of buy-in we had by all the players and the coaching staff, and winning games was just really special. That led me through to like the Wallabies as well. I got to play against the British and Irish Lions. I played against the All Blacks. My first game over there was actually against the All Blacks was in Hong Kong when James O'Connor scored that try to win the game, the Bledisloe.
The conversion, was it?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
It wasn't me, mate. I can't kick. I got 2 left feet. Yeah, mate, that was a night to remember. So we really celebrated hard, and mate came back pretty early in the morning.
Nice, mate. Mate, a lot of good memories, mate. I've got a few questions for you here. Just rattle them out, mate. Nothing too serious. I wanted to know your favourite.
Hang on, before you get going, just need some sparkling.
Yeah, mate. Get it down. Do you
All
drink
right, mate,
tap
shoot.
water in Canberra or just sparkling?
Just sparkling, mate.
Yeah, no, mate. Stay healthy. So, mate, your favourite holiday place?
Crescent Head.
Your favourite place to tour?
England.
Nice. London or the Midlands?
Yeah. I haven't gone out to the Midlands much. I played Leicester out there, probably 10 years ago. But
yeah,
mate, the spring tours have always been good for me, and I've really enjoyed them. Played some really good rugby, so I've always looked at England, and playing England is a big one.
Yeah, nice, mate. Mate, what about pre-game rituals and superstitions? You into them?
Actually, I'm not, mate. I made a conscious effort when I was young to not have any, purely for the fact that, just in case I couldn't do one, it's not going to rattle me and throw me off my game. So I've got routines, I call them. I'll go for a walk in the morning or, that sort of thing. But in terms of superstitions, mate, yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Mate, what about something no one knows about you? I might know it, but, just the punch out there, mate,
What would you know about me, mate?
Do you want me to say it on this or should I text you privately?
No, yeah, text me privately.
Okay.
Mate, I used to play the drums.
Nice. And see that with the goatee and, the facials?
Yeah, I know. Don't think my family's too happy with what's going on here.
No, that's all right, mate. And what about idols, both outside of rugby, in rugby?
Well, yeah, my old man's probably my biggest idol. Someone I looked up to, and who would give me honest feedback whenever I needed it, and was pretty genuine with me. So he's a big part of my life. So is my mum, obviously. My 2 brothers are as well. They'll give it to me if I don't play well or whatever I'm doing. Sporting heroes, I guess. I always look at blokes like Kelly Slater. There's Tiger Woods. Those blokes that just been at the top for so long. Roger Federer's another one. They're just at the pinnacle of their sport for that many years. This is something really special. I played rugby for 10 years, and I've been at the top, but I'm in a team sport. So you can rely. You can work with teammates. They can get you through the bad times and roll with them through the good times. But those blokes that train on their own, they play on their own, they're the ones I really that inspire me. Purely for the fact of how mentally strong they are. It's unbelievable what they can do for so many years. So that's kind of the inspiration I draw from them.
Nice, mate. And what would you be doing if you weren't playing rugby, mate? I've mentioned your portfolio of shares and property you've acquired over the last decade, but apart from managing that and walking around Gold Coast in a gold jacket, mate, what would you be up to?
Mate, just to clarify, there's no gold suit, mate. There's none of that going on. It's probably not the right time to be in the share market, is it? So I might have to come around to yours tonight for a feed.
That's right, mate. It's always a feed here for you, mate.
Mate, after rugby, I'm still up in the air at the moment. There's a few opportunities to do certain things. I've always been, as you said, involved in property and that development kind of look. But it's one of those things I probably still haven't pinpointed. I've kind of put feelers out there and kind of I'm at the stage of my life and career where I'm just trying to absorb as much knowledge as I can, like in all industries, and just I guess just be knowledgeable of what's going on and how the world works, basically. So for me, it's always I'm always kind of concentrating on the now with an eye on the future, but doing a bit of studying now and kind of just seeing what doors open down the track.
Good way to look at it, mate. And you've just signed another 2 years, mate, with Rugby Australia and the Brumbies, mate. So I'm sure you've got a lot of time, and hopefully I can get you a job lined up down here in Canberra, mate. And you might even be able to run my dog resort or pet resort, or mate, I know you're very affectionate with animals and especially dogs.
Mate, I'd love dogs. So, mate, if you want to set one up on the Goldie, that'd be good.
Oh, we'll see. Well, I might have to. I might license it out to you, franchise it to you for a cost if it works. We've got to think of a name.
Yeah, okay. We'll work on that, mate.
Nice, mate.
You and Alan and the Brains Trust can work it out.
Oh, Alan's the investor. I'll be the brains, mate. Mate, I've got. You said you did engineering, and there's a lot of kids stuck at home at the moment. Brumbies supporters in Canberra trying to do their homework and their lessons online. So I thought I'd ask you a few maths questions, and we're going to start from, kindergarten level. Just get my calculator. No, just stick there, mate. We'll start at kindergarten level, and we'll just slowly go up and see. I'm guessing that you'll get everything right, but I just want to ask a few off the cuff, mate. So we'll start with what's 7 squared?
7 squared, 42. Oh.
Have another think about that one, Slip, just before I move on.
Mate, it's like...
Mate, I'll get Alan to help, mate. Alan, what's 7 squared?
49 bucks.
Mate, you know you're struggling.
Oh, mate.
This was going to be my segment, mate, and you just ruined it in one question.
Yeah, I know, mate. I've never been on the
cuff kind of guy. I'll ask you 2 more just to try and make up for it, mate, while Alan's getting some Tim Tams for his post-study break. Mate, what's 2x plus 6x?
Mate, it's been a long time since I've done algebra. What is it? 8x.
Just for one set, let me just... What do you got there, Al? Little Tim Tam. He studied for 15 and then has to have a Tim Tam, mate.
What are you studying, Alan?
Criminology, mate. I'm not gonna say why, but have a think about it. So, mate, I'm not going to keep going with that math segment because 2x plus 6x is 8x. And, I don't want to, I want young kids out there to look up to you and still idolise you, mate. So I'll just stop there. But, mate, it's been great having you.
Can we give you a spelling test, mate?
You want to go, before we go, what a good word to spell?
No, for you. I'm not doing the spelling test.
Oh, you want me to? No, mate, I'm the host here, mate. No. I'll ask a question, Slip. Thanks for that, mate. It's called Locky's Lockdown, mate, not Slips.
Not Slips what?
Sleeping with Slips, probably. So, mate, all the people out there that have tuned in, get at the Brumbies socials. Let me know who you want to hear from and what you want to hear specifically. Stay safe. Look after your loved ones. We'll all get through this together as one big Brumbies family. Thanks to all the Brumbies sponsors and supporters out there for sticking through us over the first few months of some great footy, and even through these crappier times, we'll be all back together celebrating some wins soon. So thanks, Slippy, mate. Episode 1 on Locky's Lockdown. It was great having you, mate. I'll let you get back to your uni work or a little bit of a afternoon nap there, mate. And don't get too cold, mate, with this autumn weather.
I actually do for a run, mate.
Oh, good man. 3Ks?
Yeah, 3K, 15 minutes.
PB.
Yeah, mate.
See you, Slip.
See you, Slippy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Cheers, mate. Bye.